what's happening, everybody? It's Jason T. Smith, the big kahuna from the Thrift Board and the Secret Beach. And along with me on this Tuesday afternoon at Thrift Haul is Kim, my good friend Kim, who has just got done imitating me.
It was so perfect, though, wasn't it?
Yes. Would you like to do your imitation for the audience?
No, I just have to do it one day. Just go, hello, everybody. This is Jason T. Smith coming at you.
See, there you go.
See?
Hey, do me a favor, angle your camera down just a little bit so we see a little bit more of you, a little less of your. There we go. Much better. Much better.
More perfect.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Yeah. So this was kind of a surprise haul. I did put it up last night, but I'm leaving for Texas. Yeehaw! On Thursday. So I want my assistant Denise to work on all the stuff that I've gathered in the last 3 outings, and it was a lot of good stuff. So I thought I would show it. And I know Kim went out with her daughter the other day, and Kim found some stuff. And I think Maddie, her daughter, found some stuff to flip also, if I'm not mistaken. So it was kind of cool, little mother-daughter bonding over thrifting. So that's kind of cool. So let's get right into it here. I'll give you these for now, and then I'll edit them later. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, and I also have brought some, I also pre-set up some eBay examples so you can see what I'm talking about very specifically on the products, okay? So the first thing I want to show you is this shirt right here. It's the Tiki Lounge.
Oh, that's nice.
And it's been around for a long, long time, but the key to finding the right ones, because there are wrong ones, I'm going to show you in a second, is to find the version made by Kahala. That is the original version. That is the quality version. And I paid $6.80. And if you see what it just sold for on eBay, one just sold for $92.99.
Wow.
So that is the original Kahala version. Now, that's actually a little on the high side, which shocked me, which is cool. I'm going to aim for that. I would say it's usually a $45 shirt. But all these kind of ripoff brands took the print and made it their own. So here's a version by Oscar, you know, that high-end fashion brand of Oscar. Sold for $13.99. So make sure when you see this shirt, because it will stand out, and it comes in version. As you can see, these were 2 different colors. There's also a purple and a blue. So there are versions. Keep your eyes peeled. But only want Kahala. And then this was my kind of like, I don't know, because I couldn't find any completeds or solds. I called Kim from the thrift store to ask her opinion. She's like, heck yeah, get that. So if it doesn't sell, I blame her, and she will owe me $5.60.
Yeah, fine. That's fine. I could pay that. Let me see.
So here's what it is. I am guessing at some point, United Airlines had a baseball or softball team, and this is an unworn jersey. And it's made by a jersey company, so it's not like a United brand, but unworn, XX. So I figured someone who is into collecting aviation stuff would probably like this, and I got Kim's approval.
That's right. Stamp of approval.
Yes.
You need no more, really. Just my stamp of approval.
True that. And by the way, everything you see today is for sale. If there is something that you like from either myself or from Kim and you want to buy it directly, just hit us up. Send me a message on Facebook, and I'll be happy to cut you a deal just straight out because I'd rather just get it right to the right person and not bother having to have Denise take pictures or list it. All righty. So what do we have next? Oops. All right, so these aren't going to be like a big seller, but I did want to show them because they're already kind of pre-distressed a little bit. And that little bit is what's kind of cool. These are Levi's 550s. They are not vintage. They're not made in the USA, but you know, they've already got the fraying at the pockets, and they've already got a little bit of the fraying in the ass pocket right there. See right there? So that's already, you know, knocked around, distressed. Not too bad though, but these are definitely worn in. So someone's going to love that.
You know what? I sold a pair of Levi's a few months back, and they were shredded. They were 501s, completely shredded, crotch blown out, knees blown out. I mean, it really was just threads in the leg. I put it up and I thought, no one's going to buy this. I mean, you can't, they're not even wearable. And I put them up and I put like $35 on it, some silly price. And it was purchased within 5 minutes of me listing it.
There you go.
Like shredded Levi's, unwearable. But I was like, I said, oh shit, maybe I should put them higher. They sold so fast.
Yeah, you know, don't ever overlook distressed jeans, no matter how they're distressed, because someone loves that look. So you save them the work; it's already done. And
this was done already.
Oh yeah, and we can find those all the time. All right, so I like these for a couple of reasons. They're vintage, but not made in the USA vintage. They're the vintage made in Mexico. These are the 501 XXs. But what I liked was the inseam is 38. That's a tall cowboy right there.
Very tall.
Yep. And so, as you can see, and this is kind of a medium rinse, a dark rinse of the 501 XX 38 by 38. It's just sold for $31.49, and I paid $5 for these.
Nice.
So at the minimum, you know, if I can flip jeans in the $30 range all the time, they're relatively easy to take pictures of. They're easy to ship. They don't break. They're very durable. And so I love denim. I absolutely love denim.
My mailman best be here.
Is that the warning sign?
This 3 pounds of viciousness is yelling is barking at the door.
So we always talk about silver tabs, and there's a variety. Oversized or baggy are the most popular, but these are low and loose, so kind of like baggy. But these are, again, we're talking about the distressed. So here's the worn-in cuffs.
Those are great.
They're not a deal breaker, but make sure you have good pictures of them just so your customer isn't surprised. And I paid $5 for these, and I'll probably get like $35 for them.
Wow.
Boom. Shaboom. And then these are vintage 550s made in the USA, and they're black. Blacks always do well. 38.30.
Wow.
But you know, you want to make sure that made in the USA is in your title, because that's what people are hunting for.
Okay.
They like their vintage denim.
Made in the USA.
Yeehaw. And then I have never found nor sold these before, so I was very excited to find them. Back to our silver tabs. These are silver tab Carpenter.
Oh, those are cool. I've never seen those.
Yeah, so you got Carpenter pockets on both sides. You got your little hook for your hammer. 2 pockets. And the last one just sold for $34.19. So again, like I said, I'm always happy in the $30, $35 range, and I'm picking up jeans in the like $2 to $7 range. But none of those can compare to these. And I forgot to
no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hang on.
Must be a pair you wore when you were in high school or something.
Oh no, I didn't wear these. No, no. But hang on, let me bring up a quick example on eBay, because these are what the cowboys love.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. All right, not the exact kind, but here we go. These are Wranglers, so look at them. Ooh.
Oh,
but they were a very specific Wrangler called Rapid Transit with a WRAPID.
Wow. Look at those pockets.
Look at those fancy.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a flare to the bottom.
Got to, because you could wear your cowboy boots. Got a bootleg.
Now these that just sold are a little fancier because they had these zippers in the pocket, so of course that's adding a little bit to them. But they sold for $35, and I expect to get in the $30 range. I will not shoot too low by someone who only shot for $9.99 because they went at auction. I'll put mine up for $40 or best offer. So I love me some denim. So
those pockets crack me up.
These are 36 longs. So again, cowboy, if you need these, there you go. All right, I'm gonna throw it to you. That's all my denim. So let me throw it to you. What you got there, girl?
I've got like a mishmash of things. Nothing. Okay, I'll start with what Maddie found. And Maddie found a pair of vintage Nikes. They're from like 1998 or something, 1999. And she did the research on them. She sat there and she did the research on them. They're a size 9 and they've hardly been worn. So she sat and she goes, Mom, you're not going to believe this. These go for like $85. And I said, great. She said, they're only $9. She goes, can I spend the $9? I said, yeah, of course you can. So this is her flip. She's going to take pictures and actually do the listing. So she's excited about it.
I was going to say, holy shit, I feel old. You're like, these are vintage from 1998.
Isn't that crazy? I know.
20 years ago.
It is.
Oh my God, do I feel old?
I knew the day I walked into a store and it said vintage clothing and it said 1984. And I was like, that's the year I graduated high school and it's vintage clothing. This is insane. I can't be that old. I'm vintage.
So I'm guessing based on her research, but someone's asking, how'd she know what year they were?
Because she looked them up and she looked up the number on the inside is perfect. I'll show you. See, you could see the number.
Yep.
So she looked up the barcode underneath and punched in all the numbers and up it popped.
There you go.
So, yeah, she went online and she just punched in the numbers. And so that's how she found out.
Too bad you found them the day after St. Patty's Day.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Bonus keywords right there.
No. She was debating. She's like, well, maybe I should keep them. They are kind of cool. I'm like, no. You bought them to flip. That's it. You're not keeping them.
That's the rabbit hole we all go down, don't we, everyone?
Oh my gosh. I know, especially with purses.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely get the purses.
Look at this. Isn't this great? Speaking of great bags, this is one that is from Annabelle Ingle. And she's an Australian urse designer. And so this one actually, if it was new, would go for $300. Now it has had some like work and it is a little bit frayed. So I'll put that in, but still expect to get a nice amount.
And what'd you pay for it?
$1.
Aha, nice.
Except it's not very collapsible. That's the problem. So any box that it goes in, even though it's lightweight, it's going to have to kind of just go in.
Yeah, that's the one trick with some purses. Yeah, you got to go in bigger boxes, even though the weight isn't there. It's just because of the way the purse is built.
Yeah, because it's got a very stiff bottom.
Yep.
So I was kind of excited to find this. What else? I found some funky art. And I don't know who this is by, but it is signed. Can you see?
Yeah, bring it a little closer.
Right there. Does that work?
Oh, yeah.
So it's signed. And that's it.
That's kind of cool.
That is interesting. I don't quite know what it is. I can't read the name. I think it says, I have to put it up so somebody can help me.
Yeah, definitely throw that in the thrifting board later. Heck yeah.
And then I found another piece. See, this is going so outside my comfort zone. This is like way outside my comfort zone. This is by Kay Chin. It's signed and numbered. It's 2,263 out of 5,000. And I will show you. It's kind of big.
Little House on the Prairie?
No, it's called, it's Carmel. Like up north Carmel.
Oh, cool. I got a piece of Carmel art sitting behind me.
Well, see? And this guy, they sell for like $300.
What?
The number, because it's numbered, yeah.
That's
He's got
awesome.
a whole gallery, Kay Chin Gallery or something. So, in doing research.
And what'd you pay for that?
I paid for this $6.99.
There you go.
So, we'll see.
I love it.
That's way shopping outside my comfort zone. The only reason why I bought it is because I heard you say it's numbered and it's signed. Okay, grab it.
All right, let me hop back in here. And I'm going to go back to close here. And I'm going to show a brand that I've talked about a little bit in the past. I don't find it too often, but when I find it again, I want to share with everybody because it is a good brand to flip. I paid $5.60, and this is Paul and Shark Yachting. So there's the Paul and Shark logo on it.
It's my yachting wear.
Yeah. And although the stripes are going a different way in this picture, a similar one just sold for $65 with 8 bids. So I'm very happy with my $5.60. And their stuff new runs up there with like Robert Graham shirts.
Oh, wow.
So when you buy the stuff new, it's $200. It's like $57 for a plain t-shirt with their little logo on it, that kind of stuff. So I always keep your eyes out for Paul and Shark. Always, always, always. And then when you and I were in Buffalo Exchange in Santa Monica, I do believe, I picked up this kick-ass crew jacket from the horror movie Nightbreed. And this is definitely old school satin.
That is cool. Was that with me? I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah, it was the day that I saw Norman Reedus.
Oh, okay.
So I did pay $24 for it. It was a Clive Barker movie. It did not sell for $199. It did sell for $100 though, so I can turn 4 times my money here. That's good. They did not have satin in the title. Oh, they did have satin in the title. Yeah, there was another one who sold it for less. They didn't have satin in the title. I think that is one of the key words for this kind of old school type jacket. And this is, in case anyone is interested, because I know we got a lot of horror movie fans out there. It is vintage, made in the USA. This is a large.
That's very cool.
Now going even a larger, and I did show it the other night on Thrifty Business, but in case you missed it, I want to show my thrift haul. So the brand is king size. It's a crappy brand. I mean, not crappy, but it's not good. It makes big and tall clothes. And this is very bright and very awesome. But why I bought it mainly was for the size. It is 8X.
Oh my gosh.
So I am like a 2XLT or a 3X sometimes. So this is 8X. And, look, for a long time, they did not make men's or women's bigger clothing in fun colors or fashion colors or even fun t-shirts. It was all very drab and boring. And granted, some bigger people don't want to be flashy, but some do. Some want to rock it. And so, boy, you'll definitely be seen coming in this shirt.
You won't be missed.
No, not at all. So definitely not picked up because of the brand. I definitely picked up for the size. Not a lot of 8XL shirts on eBay.
I don't think I've ever seen an 8XL ever.
And then, this isn't going to be a huge return, but man, it is one of the softest, most durable type shirts I've ever picked up. It's a Harrods t-shirt from London.
Uh-huh.
And
they have soft cotton?
It's amazing. And it's not like that soft that's kind of current where it's like thin and clingy. This is still sturdy, but super soft.
Yeah. It's great.
It's crazy soft. So it was $4. It's a double X. And it's only gonna be like a $25 shirt, $22 shirt, but I just liked it because I could feel it. I was like, wow, that's nice. And then the last, I got a couple more t-shirts here. And a pair of shorts. Okay, so Jurassic Park, if you find the vintage made in the USA stuff, that always does well from when it first came out. This is not vintage, but again, big size. This is a 4XL Jurassic Park t-shirt.
And the thing is still good. Sometimes you find t-shirts and they're like all those kind of crumbly.
And it's, I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but it's definitely still very nice and black.
Yeah, no, you can see. It looks black.
And then this was a promo shirt that I picked up, and I'm assuming we're going to have everyone figure out what this is. You can't save the world alone. And it's pretty cool because it was a promo t-shirt from the Justice League.
I was going to say it had Superman on the front.
It has, from the top down, it has Flash, Cyborg, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman.
Yeah, see, I recognize 2 out of those.
There you go. So the keywords are plentiful, and the fact that it was a promo shirt, they were selling pretty well, about $25-$30. And then the last piece of clothing in here I want to share is this pair of board shorts that I bought with you at
I love those.
at Buffalo Exchange in Sherman Oaks. Yep. So as you can see, they're Billabong Metallica, and what's even cooler is it has the Metallica wax comb for your surfboard.
My gosh.
And the last pair sold for, and I did pay $18 for these, but the last pair sold for $55, and I'm going to ask even more. because those were only size 32s. These are 38s. That's kind of like the normal dude size. 32 is kind of small, but these 38s,
those are great.
Will do well. All right. So what you got?
Okay.
Okay.
Funny thing. Okay. Funny that you were talking about Harrods, because these had a Harrods sticker on the outside of them, but they're the London Underground, and they're so soft. They're shorts, like night shorts.
Yep.
They are so soft and comfy. It's that I don't know. They use different cotton or something, but I haven't been able to find these. But Maddie picked these out, and she said, "I don't see any, Mom, listed." So she goes, "I'm still gonna get them. They were $1, so really it was not much invested for her. So she's gonna do some more research and then flip them. But they're so soft."
I've sold a towel and a purse with the
Underground,
the tube line. Yep.
But not shorts. See?
No, I've not found nor sold shorts like that. But how funny you find you. I showed shorts. You showed shorts. I had a Harrods thing. Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, then me and my tins. I've got to get tins. Look at this one.
Oh, cool.
I got this one. We were in Kansas City. This had to come back home with me.
Jeez, I don't remember that. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. It held popcorn, obviously, but it is from 1978. Popcorn tin. So
that laid around someone's house for
a long
30 years.
Yep.
40 years, and then showed up.
And then it showed up. Yep. And then my next tin, me and my tins. This one from underneath, it's this was made in England, so it held some kind of caramel chocolates or something, but still in great shape. And I sell tins all day long for over 20. This was 25 cents.
And don't forget, and because Kim's had this problem, even though she was accurate, don't forget to mention that the tins are empty.
Yes. Even though they're on, even though it's in the title, tin only, and it's in the description, empty tin. That poor lady. Where are my cookies? Your cookies are, I don't know, long since gone. Oh, I just bought the tin for the cookies. I felt so terrible. And then what else do I have? Oh, I have cookbooks because of Sherry. Look at this one. I have the Captain Cooks. So it can go with your nautical.
You mean because of Barbara?
But yeah, because of Barbara. This one is from Cape Cod Kitchen Secrets. It's from the Cape Cod Hospital Aid Association. And this one is from the Captain Cooks. All his recipes while he was a captain in the seas. And one woman took his trip so many times, sailed on his boat, that she wrote the cookbook.
Wow.
And he actually just passed away. He lived, I guess, in San Pedro or something. He just passed away a few years ago because I was looking him up. So,
and would you pay for those? Do you remember?
$1 each.
Nice. All right. I see your weird cookbooks, and I raise you my own.
Okay.
I have just salads and casseroles. And it's definitely, homemade type version.
Oh, that's great.
But most of these, what we learned from one of the webinars in the Secret Beach is, you don't pay a lot for them. You don't retire off them, but they're consistent sellers. So I got that. I got Granddaughter's Ingle Nook cookbook. And these are all like $12, $15 cookbooks. This one's pretty hefty. There's a lot of recipes in there. Yeah. And then 4-ingredient cookbook number 2. Kissin' wears out, but cooking don't.
Kissing wears out, but cooking don't.
And then Stacy found the Big Betty Crocker cookbook.
That one's a good one, remember? Didn't she say?
Yep. So this is the new and revised edition. Not as exciting as the original, but this still garners about $25.
Wow.
Yep. Let me put that over to the side. And okay, cool. All right, so you will see these again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. So Thrifty Business is Wednesday this week. So tune in tomorrow night, 9 p.m. East Coast, 6 p.m. West Coast. Debbie Weeder is going to be my co-host, and Lynn Drawley, if she's not under a flood watch, is going to be our guest. It's supposed to be flooding in Ventura, but Lynn Drawley, the queen of auctions, just opened a store. She actually went backwards and went to a brick and mortar, and she's killing it already. And so that'll be on tomorrow night, but you're going to see these records again tomorrow night as my tip. So I ain't telling you what the tip is right now. But this is the Sword. They're a heavy metal band. I paid $8 for it. And this version, there's no solds recently, but people are asking in the $43 range. But even better is Crass, the Christ album, which I think they're death metal. And this one has 2 records, a book, and a poster on the inside. I paid $8 for this one also, and the last one sold for $56.44.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't mind paying $8 if I'm going to get in the $40 to $60 range. And like I said, you'll see them again tomorrow night. And someone just said, I thought Lynn was in the Palm Desert area. She was. She just moved to Ventura to open up a brick and mortar store. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow night. Whilst I'm in here, I also have a tin that I bought recently that I like that I can't find anyone selling recently, Kim. So I'm very excited by that.
Yay.
It is a Cracker Jack one.
Oh, that's neat. I like that.
Looks to be a little more modern. Oh, 1990. So not that modern, actually.
No. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And I paid $1.99. So that was cool. And while with Kim, I bought this new toy.
Hello? Is this thing on?
Oh, God.
Hello? So, I will be annoying the hell out of people with my new toy?
No, you already made me. Take it away. I can't believe Stacy didn't hide that from you yet. You know, when next time I'm there, you're not going to have that toy. It's coming home. You don't know how to play with it nicely.
The day I found it, of course, yeah. I annoyed Savers till they were ready to kill me. And the manager, Jaime, said, you know, when people pick up toys, they usually play with it once or twice. Not you.
No.
You play with it all afternoon. And as I was walking out the door, I put it on and I'm like, goodbye, Jaime. See you.
No. Why don't you tell him what you did behind me?
I went to scare Kim, and I was probably a little too close to her ear when I yelled in it.
No, a lot too close to my ear because I heard ringing in my ear and I couldn't hear anything else as he's screaming, hello, Kim! Oh my gosh, take it away. You don't need toys. You are. That's okay. I'm gonna hijack that toy. It's coming home.
And then every once in a while when Stacy is with us, she is hunting and she finds some good stuff. So she found these Democracy jeans. I ain't never heard of Democracy. Have you, Kim?
No.
The AB technology, I don't know what the hell that means. All I know is it's a little stretchy. I'm guessing that's the AB technology. But these are like $30 women's jeans. And I don't do women's jeans because I don't know them. But, hey, I'll flip them for $30.
There you go.
And although no bids yet on this coat right here, it is Soya Kayo. Do you know that brand?
I have to pull it up bigger. Let's see.
Here, if you look on my screen.
Oh,
that's
wow.
So this big houndstooth pattern coat. Right. We paid $10, but it looks like it's gonna be about $60. And not as desirable as it used to be, but I'm still gonna get about $30 for this beautiful Lawrence Kazar beaded top.
Yeah, Lawrence Kazar, that was like really popular for a while, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. And, you know, I've said this many times in tips on Thrifty Business. Don't forget to look in the office section for things you need for yourself. You know, I throw events all the time. And, you know, when I say events, I mean my thrifting classes and stuff. And here's a whole box of empty badges. So the next time I have an event, badges, we don't need no stinking badges.
You need name tags.
Yeah. So what I could do is print out some nice ones and stick them in there. So these are $2 for this whole box. So I was like, heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Well, I'm flipping. You having fun over there?
I am.
No, not you.
I'm like, Denise I'm having fun. Oh, I'm like,
Denise is doing the Denise show off camera now.
Oh, she is. What is she doing?
She was just like, yo, boy.
She wants to be on. She wants to show her stuff.
All right, what you got, Kim? Then I'm gonna finish with purses.
Okay, now I need to ask you about these things. Okay.
All right.
Here's the best find of all finds. An Hermes tie. A real Hermes tie. Look at that.
Wow.
See? And I actually took it because my neighbor works for Hermes. So I took it over and made sure it was real. It's real. So I paid $1.50 for this. And it sells for $250 for a tie. Is that crazy?
For a tie.
For a tie.
Why isn't that up and listed already?
Well, it will be today. Everything's being listed today.
So if you need a $200 tie, Kim's got it for you right now.
An Hermes one. And it's got the little white H's on it. Isn't it pretty? I mean, it really is pretty. It's very soft. A nice silk tie. And it's real. So I have, that was my like big find. I came dashing through my courtyard going, oh my God, I have to go run over to my neighbor and find out if it's real. Because I figured, $1.50. If it's not real, I'll just toss it. And she's like, you paid only $1.50 for that? She goes, here, dear, let me show you. And she goes, these go for over $250. And I was like, oh, a tie? That's ridiculous. So I have that. And then I wanted to ask you, because of course I'm going through like death piles, or I'm sorry, profit piles. And I found a lot of my old records. So can I sell these? I haven't really looked at them yet because I just pulled them out.
So here's the question I have. Usually, and they're cool, usually us as kids, all of us, destroyed our records. They're scratched. They're beat to death.
No.
Not yours?
No. I have all of my albums, all of my vinyl I've kept in perfect condition. They still have the sleeves on them. They still have the inner sleeve on the album. And now I've kept everything. All my albums perfect.
Well, if that's the case, is that Mickey Mouse black vinyl or red vinyl?
I have this one is black vinyl, but I have a red vinyl one as well.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, those aren't huge sellers, but when you group a few Disney things together, that's when they can do quite well.
Okay.
And Brenda's got a great question in the chat. Do you play them before listening? No, Brenda, I just visually grade them because right now I'm working through 7,000 records. Because let me tell you, I listen to 7,000 records. Records back in the day were about an hour, so 7,000 hours divided by 40. 175 work weeks to listen to 7,000 records. Of course, that ain't happening. And I've sold over 100,000 CDs in my time. So you just visually grade them. If you have something that is worth a lot of money and might have a mark or two and you're unsure of, then I do pause and listen to the whole thing, whether I like it or not. Because if it's, say, a $500 record and it's got a little mark, I need to know if it skips. It'll probably still sell, but I need to be very exact. If it's a $20 record, I'm just visually grading it. If someone says it don't work, it don't work. I just refund it and move on.
I make Maddie listen to mine. Put it on your record player. Tell me if it plays the whole thing.
Mom, I don't want to listen to your old music.
Yeah, I was listening to Mickey Mouse Club. Mouse Club. She's like, Mom. I'm like, just listen to it. Tell me if it skips. Just tell me. She's like, I don't want to listen to this anymore.
So someone asked if there is a webinar on the records. There will be in the Secret Beach because obviously when you work your way through 7,000 of anything, you're going to have information inside of you that you need to get out. So we have just started and I've already started taking notes. This will definitely be more than a one-parter too. This will definitely be a 2 or 3-parter because my buddy also broke down his record collection into categories. So we were just working through colored vinyl right now. And we had everything from clear to gold to silver to white to pink to red to blue. So these are the things that we'll be talking about in the Secret Beach, which will be open very soon.
Yay.
Do you got any CDs you want to share? You found any cool CDs lately?
You know what? I have found some cool CDs, but I think I listed most of them.
All right.
But yeah, I went to check, and it's frustrating to be shopping for CDs because Amazon is very restricted. So I need to be able to send them a list of CDs that I've purchased to show that they're real and I'm not bootlegging them. So that's the frustrating part. I mean, I list a lot of CDs on Amazon, but there's a handful that I've come across that would pay really well that are just restricted. So, and then you just don't get, I don't think, what Amazon pays on eBay. I mean, eBay.
Usually no, but yeah, sometimes, eBay will do better. I sold and shipped another Christmas CD today that I had listed on both platforms actually, and it's sold on eBay. So, and they were the same price. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was $2 cheaper on Amazon. And so someone paid $2 more on eBay because they weren't looking. So,
but see, I've done well on CDs.
Oh,
you know that. I mean, I've in my how many dollar investment now I've made.
Well, yeah, I'm selling some of yours for you because I can list. So you have sold 1, 2, 3, 4. You have sold 6 whole CDs.
Woohoo! But that's only $6.
Which is $6. And your take-home profit after all Amazon fees is $79.66.
There you go. See?
That's why I teach CDs, ladies and gentlemen.
I invest. They were only dollar CDs too. I mean, I didn't spend any more than $1 on them.
You need to get back to. Don't tell nobody now. You need to get back to that store and work some more.
Oh, that magical store. Shh.
Yeah, I've talked about it before, but sometimes I gotta bring it back in.
Bring it back in. Yeah, I know.
All right, so Kim was our guest webinar, what we call a typhoon in the Secret Beach. Each month, I have a guest do a webinar on their expertise, and Kim is really well versed in purses, especially kind of fun collectible type purses. I've always done well with purses, but ever since her webinar, any webinar that a guest does, you get jazzed. So Barbara Colson did books where we talked a lot about cookbooks. So Kim and I have been buying cookbooks. Excuse me. And so I've got a lot of purses I'm getting ready to list. And so I'm going to end with a whole purse tub. And look at this. This is in the purse section, hunt for purses. So fellas, there's money to be made. Don't be embarrassed. Do not be shy. Get in the purse section. It's 2018. You're allowed to be in the purse section in 2018. All right. All right. So the first one, I think I've shown, I don't know if it was on a haul or where I showed it, and it's already sold, but I'll show it anyway. It is Sourpuss.
Oh, that's great. Yes, you did show it.
And this is a Halloween purse. But it's selling for about double what I paid right now, and it's not Halloween. So I was going to price it even a higher premium and definitely wait for Halloween for the right price. But a local friend who has a tiki thing that I want said, I would like to buy that, so we're cutting a deal. So
that's the one that we found at Buffalo Exchange that I hid, remember?
Yep. Oh, you're getting some love for your webinar in the chat right now.
Oh, thank you.
And this is Trina and Turk.
That's great.
It's got the tag, but it also got a little scuffed. So I'm going to have to do a little work here.
You know, you can get that off with?
What?
One of those magic erasers. I
was just going to say I got one hanging right back there.
Those get perfect. It'll be perfect, look brand new.
But I didn't know Trina and Turk, so I looked it up, and this will be a pretty good return.
Yeah.
I paid $6 and I'll probably get like $50 for this bag or purse or whatever you want to call it. Now, this one, I actually called Kim from the thrift store because I didn't know the brand, and we still don't know the brand, but for $4.99, we were like, give it a whirl. It's this weird whole little comic strip thing where the person's at a burger shop, they're in New York City, and they're in Paris.
And they have ice creams, truck.
And the little tag over here says Sweet Berry. And I couldn't find it anywhere, but I figured this is a good, this is one of them gambles I don't feel so worried about.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the things that Kim talked about in the webinar was Kipling purses with the monkey. And I found a new with tags Kipling purse.
Oh, that's nice.
I paid $10. The original tag is $69.
That's great.
So
I like the color.
Yep. So there's Kipling. And this one I probably should have left behind. This is the sack.
Oh.
I like the colors, and this is where I always tell people don't shop emotionally. I've always liked the combo of green and pink.
Sure you have. Big girl?
I am such the big girl. That when I looked at the soles, I'm like, uh-oh.
But I have to have it. It's beautiful.
My emotions got the best of me. Boo.
Oh my gosh, over a pink and green purse.
All right, Levi's corduroy purse.
That's very cool.
And the last one, and I paid $3.99. The last one sold for $22. I am going to ask higher.
Yeah, I like that.
But very cool purse in great shape. And then store out of LA, brand Kitson.
Kitson, you can't even afford to buy Kitson.
Look at this. Look at the sequence.
It's all blingy.
And it still has the tag.
And what does the tag say? How much was it?
It doesn't have a price, but it still has the Kitson Authentic on it. So
that's great.
That was $3 whole.
Wow.
Let me save that. I always pick up the sport sacks when I can find them, and this one is still new with tags. And so I was excited by that because it gives me all the information I need to know on the tag. So it's super duper easy to list when you know everything. And we talked about Vera Bradley's a lot in the past. They're not as desirable as they used to be, but certain cuts, certain styles will. This one's still pretty good. You can hold it like a purse, or you can sling it over your back like a backpack. It's a nice, decent size. I think I paid $5 for this. I haven't looked up this pattern yet, and that's the key to selling it, is looking up the pattern, as Kim was saying there. But I expect to get like $35 for that.
Look at you go with your purses.
I know.
Jeez. Cut you loose and look. Got a big tub of them.
And then this is a specific line called... Yeah. So this is Harajuku. For those of you who don't know who Harajuku is owned by, is Gwen Stefani. And this is Harajuku Mini. It's a very specific line.
Wow.
Oops. There we go. And I think that would look adorable on me. Let me get that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
See, look at that.
That's just perfect on you, Jason.
This purse make me look fat? No, your stomach does. Thank you. I'll be here all week.
Oh my goodness.
Now, this had a Kitson tag on it, and Stacy actually found this one, but it was only sold at the store. It is not a Kitson brand. It is Nyla Anthony. And Nyla Anthony does cool purses of food type stuff.
Oh, the ice cream cone.
The ice cream cone, obviously, he still has the new with tags and the price, which has been blacked over, but let me see if I can see it in my magnifying light.
Gotta be what, in the 70s, my guess, 80s, you think?
Well, they blacked it over so well. Usually you can see through it. Man, I can't tell. Oh, bummer. Anyway, but she got it for $4.
That's awesome.
Oh, someone's telling me this is too small. Okay.
Just a little. You can't even get it over your head.
My hat is just shredding apart.
Mr. Cowboy.
Yep. All right, I got 2 left. Here's another Kipling. This one is used. It was a little dirty, so I threw it in the wash. Both the purse
and the monkey.
And the guy. And it had the strap in it, too.
Oh, that's great. Kipling's wash so nice.
Yeah.
You just toss them in the washer and let them air dry.
They're durable.
Yeah.
And last but not least is, not a purse, but definitely in that same section. Made by, there's a messenger bag. Made by Swiss Gear.
That's nice. Yeah, it has the little Swiss Gear Army on the outside, right?
Yep, yeah, right there. And this exact same bag, which I did not like their first picture, just sold for $30.
Good job.
And I paid $4 or $5 for it, and I am caught up. So my first picture is not going to be on me. It'll be on my mannequin doing the crossbody.
There you go.
And here's why. People who want crossbody stuff want to know where it's going to lay on them. I am super tall, but my height's in my torso. So when I want a crossbody merce, I want it to hit at a certain point. And I like my stuff low on my hip, like Han Solo wore his blaster. So this would not work. This is not low on the hip. This would not work for me. But that's why you take your picture on your mannequin, because it shows where it's going to hit on the person. So they can now visually see, hey, that looks too long for me, or too short, or just right. All right. So what do you think of my purses?
I like them. You did really well.
Yeah, I'm hunting.
Does it feel funny for you to be in the purse section?
Nah, I love it. You know,
because you've been in bra section. See, if you can do bras, you can do purses.
Yeah, I've done bras, I've done dresses, and you know, at first it was a little weird, but then I realized, man, I'm working. This is my job, and this is where I make money. So
I sent Lee to the purse section, and he sent me a text. I feel really weird standing here in the purse section. I'm like, just stand there and just find something, just find anything. He's like, I don't want to touch them. And people are looking at me. So no one's looking at you. But he felt really weird being in the purse section.
Plus, you're in LA. Ain't no one paying attention to LA.
I know. Nobody cares.
Maybe in Nebraska.
But certainly not in LA. I mean, a guy walked in pink tights when we were there. Pink tights, nothing else on underneath these pink tights, and a pair of high heels and a black sweatshirt.
Yeah. Vegas is the same way. Like
there was no hiding anything on him, and he just waltzed right on in, bell of the ball. I said to my husband, "You have nothing to worry about. See? Now go get a purse.
Now go get your pink tights on."
God. Woo!
All right, and we're going to end on this. I am heading off to Dallas on Thursday. Now, I did a little video earlier this morning, and I already had 1 or 2 more signups already. So I think I'm almost sold out on my Monday class. There might be 1 or 2 spots left on the Monday class.
Yay.
And so the Monday class is an in-thrift store class. And if you go to www.classwithjason.com, you will find all the information. I will take you around the thrift store for about 3.5 hours. I'll show you what to buy, more importantly, what not to buy. And then I'm really going to work with you and show you how to use your phone to buy and sell CDs, just like Kim's doing, just like I do every day to make money. And then the 24th is a classroom class where we're going to be in a meeting room in a hotel. And it was going to be about a 4.5 hour class, A to Z, soup to nuts, everything you need to know. The bolos you need to look for, be on the lookouts, how to take quality photos, how to write quality listings. And the biggest pain point for most people, and Kim would know this because she don't do it, is shipping. I'm going to explain all the differences in the boxes, how to Frankenbox, how to FOMO, live demonstrations, all that. Plus, I have a bonus 2 guest speakers at this class. Everyone's favorite redhead, Texas Gal Treasure herself, Margaret Collier, is going to come over and talk to you for about 15 or so minutes on what to look for and how to get started in flipping jewelry. And then Stephanie Inge, who runs the eBabes and Emails meetup group in Dallas, is coming over to talk about ladies' shoes. So you can take both classes for a discounted price, or you can take one or the either class. They are almost sold out. Like I said, 1 or 2 spots left in the thrifting class and about 3 spots or so left in the classroom class on Saturday. Just go to www.classwithjason.com for all the info. If you're not in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I'm probably coming to you sometime soon. But if you have friends who eBay and or thrift, please let them know that I'm coming and I'm leaving on Thursday. The Friday class is sold out, but we got a little spots left in Saturday and Monday. So the next class will be St. Louis, should be announced today or tomorrow. And in that class, my assistant is going to be back with me teaching the classes. And that would be who? Yay, it's Kim.
Woohoo!
So those in the St. Louis area. What's nice when I don't have an assistant, I have to do 2 thrift store classes because it is impossible to take 20 people around by yourself. And it is way possible when you're going back and forth with a co-instructor. So Kim's going to come back and help help me in St. Louis. And so we'll be doing the 2 classes in St. Louis coming up it'll be in April. So dates are coming soon. But immediately this week, Saturday and Monday, if you got someone in Dallas or you're in Dallas, send them over to classwithjason.com and get them all signed up. And that's it. Boom.
Wow.
We've been a little under an hour today. Didn't have a ton, but I wanted my assistant to work on all this stuff because I wanted to show you. I wanted to get Kim's reaction to all my cool purse pickups. And I wanted to show you guys, brands and stuff you should be looking for. And this way, my assistant can work on it while I'm in Dallas. But don't forget, tomorrow night, Wednesday, special night, Thrifty Business, Lynn Drowley, and what it takes to open a brick and mortar store in 2018. And my co-host this week is Debbie Weeder, who's in the chat. Hello,
yay,
Debbie.
I'll do the questions for her.
Yes, thank you. And Rick is so excited to see me in Dallas. I'll be there soon, Rick. I'll be there in a little over 48 hours because we're meeting for drinks on Thursday night. So, woohoo!
Wow.
I am going to leave this beat up hat at home, but I am going to bring, did I put it away already? I am going to bring my uncle's belt buckle. Oh, man, did I put it away already? Shoot.
Yeehaw!
Oh, yeah, I put it back. Yeah, I found my uncle's belt buckle today. He fancied himself a cowboy. So in honor to my uncle who passed away a few years ago, I will be wearing his belt buckle throughout the whole week. So if you see me, ask to see my belt buckle, would you please? It's an honor to my uncle who was a big force in my life. He was my mom's brother. So any chance I get to honor him, and this is the first time that I actually have had a real reason to wear a belt buckle because I'm going to Dallas. Yeehaw!
I think that's very sweet.
Thank you. And thank you for co-hosting today. Thanks for showing. And I always like when I see anyone, especially you and anyone else, get outside your comfort zone and try new things because that's how we make more money. I did not start in bras. I did not start in dresses. I definitely didn't start in purses, but with my own noggin and then guidance from people like Kim and those of you in the Thrifting Board on the Secret Beach, I expand my knowledge too.
Yep.
So thank you, Kim. Thank you all for watching live.
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you guys tomorrow night on Thrifty Business. Yay!
Bye.
See ya.